Hey everyone and welcome. So today we're going to talk about the secret mathematical power hiding inside a song you probably sing all the time. Yep, we are taking 10 Little Monkeys and turning it from just a fun little tune into a seriously powerful tool for teaching early math.
This is the big question, right? For parents, for teachers, how do you make counting something kids want to do instead of something they have to do? The goal is to make it feel like a game, not like homework.
And believe it or not, the answer isn't some fancy app or an expensive toy. It's probably a song you already have memorized. It's simple, it's playful, and all you really need is your voice and a little bit of imagination.
Okay, so before we dive in with the monkeys, we need to understand why this works so well. We've got to talk about the secret to counting itself. This is, and I mean this, the absolute foundation for all math, and it's way simpler than you might think.
It all comes down to something called rote counting. And yeah, it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like, just saying the numbers in the right order. 1, 2, 3, 4. It feels almost too basic, but think of it like learning the alphabet. You have to know the letters before you can read the words. This is that first crucial step.
So how do we make rote counting actually stick in a kid's brain? Well, this is where our 10 little jumping friends come into the picture. Let's break down the core activity, what I'm calling the 10 monkeys method. And here's the best part. Look how easy this is. You just need 10 monkeys, and they can be anything. Puppets, little drawings, even balled-up socks, whatever works. Then you just need a bed, which can just be a pillow or a small blanket. That's it. No special equipment necessary.
The whole thing happens in just 4 easy steps. First, you get all your monkeys on the bed and count them out loud together. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 10. Step 2, you sing the song with as much energy as you can muster. Third, and this is the fun part, after every verse, you dramatically take one monkey off and count how many are left. And for the grand finale, you put them all back on the bed, counting up from 1 to 10 as you go. See? So simple.
We all know this one. 10 little monkeys jumping on the bed, right? The absolute key here is to be theatrical. Make a big thud sound when a monkey falls off. Use a silly voice for the doctor. The more fun you're having, the more they're going to learn without even realizing it.
Now here's the secret genius of this activity. It's a 2-for-1 deal. The song itself is a natural lesson in counting backwards, 10, 9, 8. But then, when you put the monkeys back on the bed at the end, you're seamlessly practicing counting forwards. You get a whole counting workout in just one little song. It's brilliant.
All right, but singing the song is just the beginning. To really lock this knowledge in, to make it truly stick, we need to back it up with some active, hands-on play. The big goal here is to move past just listening to a song. We want to turn it into an active, multi-sensory experience. We want kids to see the numbers, to touch them, to physically feel them. That's how you build a really deep and lasting understanding of a concept. First up, let's use the simplest props we all have, our own hands. Just hold up 10 fingers. Those are your monkeys. And every time one falls off in the song, you just tuck one finger down. It's such a perfect physical way to show the numbers going down one by one. Okay, now let's get those little bodies moving. Have the kids become the monkeys. Everybody jumps 10 times together. Then one kiddo sits down, and now the rest of them jump 9 times. You just keep going until all your little monkeys are sitting down and resting. It's counting and a great way to burn off some of that endless energy.
Or, for something a little quieter, let's get crafty. Kids can color their own monkey picture, you attach it to a craft stick, and bam! They have their own puppet to act out the song. And this is so great because it's not just about the numbers anymore. You're also working on art, creativity, and those all-important fine motor skills.
But here's the thing, the learning shouldn't stop when circle time is over. The real magic, the stuff that really lasts, happens when you take this idea of playful counting and just weave it right into the normal parts of your day. And you can keep the song itself from getting stale so easily. Just swap out the characters. Maybe instead of monkeys on a bed, you have 10 little froggies on a lily pad. Or 10 little cars driving down the street. That one little change can make the whole thing feel brand new again.
And that really brings us to the biggest takeaway of all. The most meaningful learning doesn't happen in some structured lesson. It happens in all those little, simple, everyday moments that we can turn into a quick game or a moment of discovery.
I mean, here are 3 super easy examples. Make a game out of counting the stairs every single time you walk up or down. At snack time, count the goldfish crackers as you put them on the plate. Or, when it's cleanup time, turn it into a challenge. Hey, let's count how many blocks we can put back in the bin.
So the real lesson here, for us, is that we have to rethink what early math even looks like. It isn't about workbooks and flashcards, not at this age. It's about finding the math that's already all around us, hiding in our songs, in our games, and in our daily routines.
And so, I'll leave you with a question to think about. Just take a look at your own day. What other little routines, like setting the table for dinner or watering the plants, what else could become a lesson in disguise? Because once you start looking for those opportunities, I promise you, you'll see them everywhere.